Space, the final frontier.
For a while, I've been planning a top 10 based around Star Trek facts. While in production, sadly, we've seen the passing of the actor of one of the most iconic roles in the franchise, Spock. On February 27th, 2015, Leonard Nimoy passed away, leaving a lot of old-time and new generation fans stunned. So, this list has been adjusted to commemorate the interesting trivia surrounding one of Star Trek's most interesting characters. So, here are my top 10 Spock facts you may not know. Number 10. Vulcan nerve pinch. Originally, in the episode The Enemy Within, Spock was scripted to club evil Kirk over the head and knock him unconscious. Leonard Nimoy thought that this was very un-Spock-like, and created a new move that would render the enemy unconscious. Vulcans, being able to emit energy from their fingertips, could apply this energy to the specific nerves in a human and could knock someone out. Number 9. Tridimensional chess. A modified version of Earth's chess, tridimensional chess is just as its name suggests, chess played on a three-dimensional board. Spock was highly skilled in playing this modified version of chess and could often be seen playing against various people, like Kirk. Spock, being a very logical chess player, would have trouble playing against others when they would make completely illogical and unpredicted moves. It challenged him, which is probably one of the reasons he kept playing. Tridimensional chess is actually real before Star Trek brought it in, and never seemed to explain the rules. But it is something that can actually be played. If you figure out the rules, you should give it a try yourself. Number 8. Red Spock. Originally, during character designs, Spock's character was supposed to be red, but the idea was scrapped due to many things. Spock already had a demonic vibe about him due to his pointed ears, or so the producers thought, and didn't want to make the comparison even stronger. A different reason the idea was scrapped was because that, on black and white TVs, he would have appeared as if he was in blackface. Number 7. No food or drinks. Another idea was that Spock wasn't going to have to eat or drink anything. Instead, he would be able to feed on anything's energy if it had touched the plate in the middle of his stomach. Can you imagine Spock, instead of eating normally, would simply put the object against his stomach and get the same amount of energy? Number 6. First interracial kiss. When Captain Kirk kisses Lieutenant Uhura, it is a big moment in television history, but originally the kiss was supposed to be between Uhura and Spock. This is actually probably the inspiration for the Spock-Uhura romance in the more recent Star Trek films. Number 5. Wrath of Khan. In this Star Trek movie, Spock has a very dramatic and memorable death scene. Fans hated this idea when they were first introduced to it. Spock was a fan favourite, and the thought of losing him forever was unacceptable. So much so, some fans wrote hate mail and made threats to the producers and even Nimoy's family. Number 4. Live long and prosper. Whenever anyone says that phrase, your hand almost naturally forms into the symbol. The hand gesture itself is a slight modification of the Hebrew gesture, forming the letter Shin, which represents the name Shaddai, meaning Almighty, God. This gesture is still used today by Orthodox Jews of the Kohanim. Number 3. First Vulcan Starfleet. Spock was the first of his race to enlist into Starfleet. Spock decided against Vulcan Science Academy, and this was unacceptable to his father. This caused a gap in their relationship, and his father did not speak to his son for 18 years because of this decision. Number 2. Spock's first name. Spock's mother, a human, couldn't pronounce Spock's full name, and nor could many humans as well. And while it was never attempted in the series, it is written out like this. On screen, right now. If you can pronounce it, congratulations, you might not actually be a fully human. Number 1. There could have been no Spock at all. NBC, the broadcasting company that aired Star Trek, asked the producer to get rid of the guy with the pointy ears because they didn't like the way he looked. He looked too satanic. They didn't even know the character's name, but was worried about his appearance and how it would be seen by viewers. Luckily, Gene Roddenberry refused to do so, and the character became a fan favourite. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's list, and as a side note, be careful when paying respect. I see a lot of people posting "Rest in Peace Spock," when Spock is simply just a character. It's the man who brought the character to life who has passed away. I feel it's more respectful to announce "Rest in Peace Nimoy." Anyway, tangent over. If you missed last week's list, click here for my top 10 common fears you may have. And if you enjoy top 10s, subscribe. I make them weekly and plan to expand to doing more.